Listen up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Then Paimon will be sure to keep up the good work. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey... Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animal and Geo-Archons. So, Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon thought of someone already! Atsuko in Leo Harbor! She's from Inazuma! Let's see what she has to say.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way.
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then I blacked out. But to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liyue Qixing. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule, loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this, but after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beidou.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui and Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing! It's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kaitahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are 2 important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice.
You just want her to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we could...
Great. Then let's get you signed.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time.
we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against? Hello? Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the Clash as a Nobody wants to...
Yeah.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh, yeah. What? You... Not to mention, they tried to sneak past me under the cover of... I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I'm not saying I came...
But for us,
I'll see you in the arena.
Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real life but this tournament.
Exactly.
This master of yours must be pretty
famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. You probably wouldn't know. He's got to be to the Ling Shan.
Force this.
It's a type of breathing. For example, our
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air with...
It sure is. But it's extremely difficult.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now.
There's a tuition?
Of course.
But recently, though...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to...
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash? If so...
So you're also...
You better believe it. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed in most people's eyes, I am a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, they very kindly made special arrangements. I've also brought along... Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament. You don't mince your words, do you? The arena will be the judge. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't... did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the class?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But but from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide it's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of... So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Previous battles include...
Whoa.
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late. Okay, right. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one...
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised that there's another prize, too.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to a...
But why would...
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, nobody Anyway, the qualifying...
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case... Looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right? All right, it's showtime! You got...
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
Come on, let's go sign up.
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our...
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our...
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about. We're finally Stay here, folks. The rail show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to put...
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting.
Your opponent in the semi... I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
Okay.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. I'm sweating all over. It's a good feat. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that master?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn.
Wow.
If you have the chance in the future.
By the way...
Whether they'll be as tough, so don't get...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might...
Ah, it's you! I myself was a...
maybe...
Why, yes. I faltered, for but given my stature, I have no... Still, I'm sure he'll...
He tried to use force dispersal to... His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me started. I don't dare tell my master about... Sorry, I shouldn't be... Thanks, I'll do...
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Bear.
You gave an outstanding performance. I could sense that you're not familiar, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill. In fact, I discerned this not from what I...
He's, I guess, not using your elemental...
We wanted to ask about...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. As for the guy you'll be... What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I haven't proper...
yeah.
It is true that I do not mean to flaunt my martial. Given your talents...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought...
You betcha. Wait a...
However, there is... Come with me. Some... Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some... If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elementals. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. It is things of the...
As crazy as all that...
My humble ability to think a human could wield, and not to mention your incredibly...
Hey, stop evaluating us!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I...
It's been a long... Honestly, even Paimon...
Perhaps such unfathomable However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing... Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. Now then. Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, he relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to... Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for... The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you...
I desire to know what influences the god... My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing... So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. In the outset, not to mention, with no new
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, if you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand. The time for your match is
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bound. She strikes fear into the heart of Osai.
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't... Apologies! Everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone, all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
Think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Eyes on me! Punishment! You can't run!
A reward on the road.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Picked the wrong test subject.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you never...
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd. Additionally, you're chosen as... In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely, speed, stealth, and...
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine! I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then, after watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. Drat. This should have gone differently. I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, we don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Ha-ha! Just you watch!
Windblade!
No! Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill. a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenchukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time. Captain Beto was
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed
The one who stole the vision was originally... He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked... In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award...
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See, there's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
You finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these Outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye!
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be... Excuse me? Please provide the information requested, and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers. For your...
What?
I just want...
I see. Okay. Your paper...
So...
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict. Just like every...
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, as the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
you've completed the entry procedures, yes? And...
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2
million?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2...
Paimon wasn't so much questioning it.
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 more.
Thank you ever so much, but as this is just a...
That's not how you haggle!
All right then, as you wish, Mr.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer's better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there... Connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too!
In fact, I like to do things in a way that keeps...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone...
What? Here's the situation. Recently, things seem to have gotten more The head of the association...
This is the Outlander Affairs Agency. Please have your documents and proof of identification.
Which one should I choose?
Enjoy the blessing.
Should I close early? Which one should I choose? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. Ah, good.
We heard the
Yes. Left, right, and center.
The Sakoku decree.
But it's not the root cause. No. Those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh.
That's right. They just issued a new...
Crystal Mara.
Eventually. One of the older... So, in order to pay our tax... But then we found we... Now there's only...
Isn't there...
Exactly. It's a vicious cycle. The We've tried... But this is a nation where the... Fontaine, my dear...
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do? But Carice is the...
Right.
Okay. Well, we could try to...
I've actually done business with him in the past. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. If I remember...
Got it! We're...
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. Trade secret.
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you? There are ways...
Hey, what?
Get out of here. Go.
What are we gonna do? There's no good idea.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
Oh? Getting you to go fixing things when you've... Oh, that... He used to be a... I can only assume he must have found him.
Huh.
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt. Then, when Inazuma closed to the outside... The International Trade Association was initially very...
So he left the association.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of...
Really?
Well then, it sounds like you...
Why in the world can't I use my...
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about... Mondstadt? Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like... Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, Look at them.
This guy has a really active imagination.
Liyue. Liyue. Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from... Often, I've run into folks from the...
Well, no one stopped?
So, I caved. Those people, they'd... Alright, I'll tell you the whole story.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't...
Come on!
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. Keijiro and his companion. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to...
It's plain evil gouging.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's evidence. You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go!
Keijiro! It's him!
After him! Too close! That's too close!
Come out! I can see you! Who are you? Why are you following me?
It's not like seems like he's noticed us.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Ah, real.
Too close! That's too close! Oh, no, he's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we'd made less noise.
Keijiro!
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Ores and jewelry from Liyue. You can't find a better deal anywhere else.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage. Should I close?
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Customers. Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a
sound?
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. He just disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we'd made less noise.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Many outlanders are having trouble. Feel free to visit
Getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Which one should I choose?
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
It's not like I'll get any customers. But of course, tax collection is difficult work. Which one should I choose?
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
He's getting further and further away!
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why do we... Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Let me take a look here. Aha! Yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so ledger. So now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the tax pit.
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindling us.
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look? So, Mr. Keijiro.
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that samurai and the commission place great importance on reputation and prestige.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation
Well, even if what you say is true...
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession. Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses? Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here. I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily. Harrison.
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. You outlanders have no respect for the rule. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
Ha! You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma.
But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's any... if nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Toa? What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else. Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Naru...
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us. So, the Yashiro Commission...
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role...
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the...
Oh, most... Her fame even some... I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. You're asking the right questions. And, firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can...
Still pretty good go...
Inazuma may have closed... So, when Miss Kamisato heard... That is, that you have what it takes to change...
Change the type?
In the test I gave you earlier, navigating powerful people, using their character flaws... With your help, even the Vision Hunt Decree... That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading. Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I should...
Toma sure didn't put up much of...
Well... one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House. Good luck with everything.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? What's up? Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about... Wait, so... Did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No wonder he was... As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House. Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border.
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Though...
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commission? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if who knows?
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains outlanders. Leave now or we'll be...
Wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you get all that?
My sincere apology.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It It's an honor to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come...
All right,
so it...
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And
Whoa, you heard about... Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all. Rito is great. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people.
Well, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. You must know that...
Yep, we've picked a few...
Yes, bring me 300 Shinxin, would you?
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? Then how about...
That sounds much...
709.
Hey, what gives?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous!
Halt, you two!
Huh? What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick! Let Paimon see! So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. Huh? Have you been up to something behind Paimon's back? Let's
Yeah.